I do is punt.
Best offensive player and their best defensive player.
Welcome to the Outback to Endzone podcast. Boys, take it away.
On a Thursday night, I told him this week will be a winner. 7 weeks have gone and went, and all my money is spent.
I sent back the suckers. Paraguay won't stop us. 90 minutes later, I was looking live.
Then we bat Adelaide. Thought would finally break the curse.
Or just laughed and won the show and couldn't win much. You got
Know when to cash out. Know when to tap out. When your multi starts to die, you never count your winnings. Never count your winnings. Cause we ain't even got none. Money.
Well, I fucking hope you win too, because that was horrific. That was hard to listen to. So, as you people know, if you've just joined, these boys every Thursday, they try and back a winner on Murph's multi, Garts Guarantee. If they don't get it right, the punishment is sing a song to open the podcast. And Jamie's 0-7, so he's not going good.
on strike rate in my book, so it's not too bad.
Your one that got up was barely got up. So let's just hold the horses a little bit. Like, you don't need to pretend you're good.
No, there's more losing happening than winning. Let's be real. That's why you just do what I do and don't bet at all. But welcome again to the Outback to Endzone podcast. For all the boys in studio tonight.
Yep. Triple threat. So if this sounds like there's a bit of echo, it's because we haven't been fucking around with this for the last 4 hours to get
We
it right.
literally have been fucking around since probably, it's now 8:45, and I reckon me and you started, Jamie, about 5.
Yeah.
Well, I walked into the studio at bang on 7, and we're only just recording it, 8:45. So
Good work.
cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well, welcome back to the studio, intern. Had a birthday shenanigans on Sunday. And Jamo, we're blessed with your presence down in Ballarat, boys.
I nearly wasn't going to fucking come after listening to Monday's podcast. Jeez, I copped some flack, didn't I? Oh, like, in my defence, I know we got told during the week that we're recording Sunday for something different now. That's not my fault. All we've done the whole time since I've been a part of this program is record on a Monday night for a Tuesday release. You sprung it on me during the week. I already had plans to go to Boozer with the lads. I was going to Boozer for a couple of pints of Stella. And all of a sudden I'm sitting there going, I know we're recording tonight. No, don't think so.
Well, you're lucky Chon's had prior commitments tonight, I think, or else he'd be back in the hot seat. But Jamo made the venture on down.
Oh, it's good to be down here, mate. Good to be down here.
We've got the weekend of footy, gents. What do we got planned?
Me and the missus are actually going down Jamie's way. We're going to the city for the weekend. So
The Big Smoke.
big smoke, yeah. So we figured our anniversary's in a week's time or a couple of weeks' time. So we figured while we've got the
Cute.
ball, we'll get away and kick the feet up. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll go to the footy. She's a Carlton fan, so go to the footy set tonight. But
Whereabouts you
no,
going? Like CBD or?
we'll be in the central business district. We won't be going anywhere near where you live, the other side of the arse end of the earth.
Ah, it's up in the, it's beautiful out where I am, mate.
Ranges, mate. Mountains.
Yeah.
His beautiful Jamo's house is, or his parents' house is a beautiful spot.
It's
Just a long,
I was about to say, it's just miles away.
way.
I've got a big second birthday I'm rocking up to on Saturday.
Yeah, back in the rap.
Yeah, coming back up this way for Adam's son. Big
Yeah,
second
big
birthday.
Second birthday.
I want to get invited to that, dog.
Family only, mate. Family only event.
As well, mate. I'm here.
VIP.
I'm here just as much.
You
as
are
the rest of the
actually,
league.
in fairness, you are Paddy's favourite word. He says Aiden 5 times a day, and you might think, yes, he is present on the podcast. You don't see Paddy podcast nights, but he's still Aiden's van, Aiden. So
He loves Aiden's car.
Aiden's car,
Yeah,
even though
listen,
you don't have a car.
Don't go saying Aiden's van. That sounds a little bit creepy. I've got a little kid that's obsessed with my van. Please don't start spreading that.
Oh, shit.
What do you got on? Oh, Paddy's birthday.
Yeah, Paddy's birthday, still maternity leave. Lots of football to watch. Saturday morning, the Socceroos. We'll get into a bit of football. We've been a heavy World Cup so far this World Cup, but it's fucking good.
He's called it football as well. That's
Yeah,
a
I've
real.
changed it. We're football now.
How was that before pre-pod? I start reeling off all the games. Like, who would have thought 2 weeks
Blew
ago?
my mind. We're going through. We don't even need to put it on the run sheet, Jamo. That's how invested we are on the world game right now.
Did you get up at stupid o'clock to watch
Of
Coasters?
course he didn't.
Nah, that was never going to happen. I'll be honest. The alarm was on there for a bit, and then I was still like 11 o'clock. I hadn't snoozed yet, and I was like, "That's a stupid idea. That's a recipe for disaster. Otherwise, you boys have to deal with a grumpy JMO on the pod today." So,
Imagine if he didn't have any sleep and he's trying to set this setup
Oh,
up.
I'd be still going. Yeah.
it would have been one of the all-time quaggy.
Tanties.
Jim.
Well, let's get into the podcast. Across the end zone, Jamo, hit the stinger.
We cross live to 3 blokes with absolutely zero sources.
Rightio, boys. We'll kick it off with a bit of NBA. Kawhi Leonard traded back to Toronto. This is huge. And I tell you what, sort of NBA with the playoffs been recently, it's probably the most I've got back into the NBA as of recent years. Something that really slipped under my radar. Do you guys know that Kawhi Leonard he had a career best year last season with the Clippers? He's 35 years old. He averaged 27 points. That's the highest he's ever averaged for his whole career. That shocked me. That blew my mind.
How many games did he play, though?
65, which was also up there with.
I was going to say, is that a career high as well?
It actually wasn't far off. It was. I think he hasn't played above above 70 in his career. So I saw the trade come in, and it was like a couple of first round picks, and I was like, wow, that's a massive trade for an old fella. But then I saw his stats. I was like, far out. That almost makes sense. But a question I'd like to pose to the pod is, does this get Toronto? I was over there and watched the Toronto played Cavs in the playoffs, and they didn't look quite up to it. But is Kawhi Leonard, is he the difference maker?
I love it for the Raptors because they didn't have to give up any players.
Nah.
They've got a really good young core. My worry is Kawhi's availability. He's coming off a career high season with points, yes, but he's 35. As a 31-year-old, I know your body doesn't get any better the older you get. So, was two ones? Was that
3, I think.
3 ones? Yeah, that's too much. for
2,
me.
sorry. It is 2.
Two
I would
ones
say
is still
3
too
sounds
much.
way too.
Yeah.
There was a couple of seconds
Pick
in there
swaps.
which we don't worry about all that rubbish, but yeah, I think the nostalgia probably made it a little bit of an overpay, but they'll be up the top of the East next year. It's not enough to be better than the Knicks, though.
Good young core. I don't think it affects him too much. Scotty Barnes. He's a
gun.
He's a gun.
I just like it for, like you said, the nostalgia effect of it. Like, you go back to how good Kawhi was back when he was in Toronto. So
Got him a chip.
I'm huge on it. And I just want to see Kawhi and Scotty Barnes' personalities paired up together. A bit like LaMelo and Ant, you just touched on Monday's pod. 2 dudes that have just got no PR training, whereas Kawhi and Scotty are just 2 of the quirkiest, weirdest dudes in the NBA. I reckon
A
it'll be
fun
fun
guy.
to watch.
Well, speaking of personalities, Morant is on the move as well.
Bang, bang.
Memphis to Portland. This was a pretty big trade, boys.
I don't know why they did it. The gun laws are so strict in Oregon.
Yeah, well, hasn't Morant fallen from grace? Like, his rookie year in his first year, he was
He was my favourite player. I was
Yeah,
like,
he's
this guy's going to be my favourite player.
The next D Rose.
Oh. And then he just started playing with weapons.
flashing guns. But
He
Gilbert
loves a gun.
Arenas and Javaris Crittenton.
But yeah, no, I'm flat the way that he's turned out. So he can go and he can
Still playing good ball.
Yeah, but
Still playing good ball.
sour taste in the mouth, I reckon.
What do you reckon Portland's doing here? Because I think they're about, this is my prediction. Watch this happen before the pod gets posted. I think they're going to trade Shaden Sharp, Scoot Henderson, and a boatload of picks and go get Jaylen Brown. What do you boys reckon?
Yeah, they look like a Jaylen Brown
Jaylen.
team. Jaylen Brown team. Bill Simmons has been massive on this on his podcast that I tune into quite regularly. They seem like they have the assets that the Celtics might want, plus the draft capital, and Jaylen Brown's going to be going. While we're talking about this, we're going to get to it with the next person. The NBA offseason has been mental.
Mind-blowing.
I just don't understand the whole thing that happened with Jaylen Brown originally. We're going to trade you. We're going to trade you. come back. It's all good. We'll just forget about it. Fucking, how could you walk back into that organisation?
No, and he's a top 15 player in the league, and they've just tried to ship him off. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting how the Celtics, who a few years ago when they won the chip, were like, they were the dynasty team. We've got Jaylen Brown, we've got Jason Tatum. They're going to take us to championships, and the NBA does funny things, doesn't it?
Certainly does. And my favourite story, and this is the one I can't wait to unpack, and geez, the internet today has been full of memes. LeBron is leaving the Lakers. He will be changing teams for the first, second, third, fourth time. Is that right?
Yeah.
Cavs, Heat, Cavs, Lakers.
That's fourth. There you go. So where do you reckon he's going to go?
I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea.
I just hope it's not the Warriors. The Warriors, to me, make zero sense because they aren't going to win a championship with LeBron James. I know I'm a Cavs fan, so I want him to come back to Cleveland for the nostalgia. I want him to come back because he's my favourite basketball player. He's the reason I barrack for the Browns, is because I jumped on the LeBron train early. But at least if he come to the Cavs, he's got Donovan Mitchell, James Harden. He's not having to carry the load. We shouldn't have to trade Evan Mobley. Probably have to give up, say, Jared Allen or someone. But we're not getting rid of all our pieces for him. He comes in and he adds to the depth. If he goes to Golden State, him and Steph Curry, like, they're old and they're definitely not finished, but they're not going to win a championship together.
I wouldn't have thought. They're not going to go up against these young boys that are pulling it apart, but maybe as like that fourth, is that sort of power forward. My problem is we would have to give up Jared Allen, and Lakers openly have said that they would take Jared Allen for LeBron. I think we might be forgetting how important Jared Allen is to that Cavs team, and by replacing him with a nearing 40-year-old power forward, I don't know how much it actually helps us. Rather than I don't know if we're improving that much. And in saying that, I would 100% always want LeBron on my team, always. But we would still have holes to need to fix, and one being we would still need a centre.
It would put so much pressure on Evan Mobley to be the guy. He hasn't probably lived up to the billing that, as a Cavs fan, I hoped he got to, but he's still young enough to achieve that. I tell you one thing though, Jamo, LeBron James ain't blowing a 29-point lead in the first game of the Eastern Conference Finals. I can promise you that.
Said. That is very well said. Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that.
Well, we'll go to the
NFL.
I was going to go to the AFL, but we can go to the NFL.
Oh, you want me to have a go? We're going to go to the NFL. So the main thing, our one wood, what we base our podcast around. Bit of a touchy subject. Terrion Arnold. So
First round pick,
cornerback for the Lions. Got himself into a little bit of strife. Got arrested for robbery/kidnapping. Got caught up in a bit of stuff. Got off the charges, so fair enough. Innocent till proven guilty, all that sort of thing. So I got off. But the Lions said, nah, we're not having you, and they cut him. So as soon as you're in, as soon as you're out, sort of set up. Pretty ordinary stuff. What do you boys think of it?
don't know if he actually got off intern. I think he just got granted bail for $1 million. I think.
Yeah, that was the go.
Oh, right. I thought I read that he got off.
Yeah. Nah, I think they would have held on to him because he's a pretty important piece, and he wasn't playing bad ball either. If
He's
he
a
had
top 100 player, I think, wasn't he? Like that.
Was
he really?
NFL. He was the 90 something. So he's clearly a star. Jamie, you did the reel on it earlier and probably have been most around it.
Yeah, confusing story. Very confusing story. Apparently his house got robbed for $100,000 worth of jewelry, and then the people that robbed him got bailed up and kidnapped and held at gunpoint. So that was my understanding. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
But then I think, and then there was two co-accused with him, and they've just ratted out and said he was with us, he was the other one, he was the mastermind. Which I guess if you're trying to defend your life behind bars, you're going to say someone else was the mastermind, aren't you? But it's a terrible situation. If he's done it, he deserves life in prison. But it's also like, The fame. It's just such a shame. The NFL off-season, every off-season, there is people that go to jail.
I don't get it. Like, young kids or whatever, or just NFL players in general, superstars of the league will sign a massive supermax contract, whatever. Reckon I might drive my car 200 k's down the freeway and hit somebody. Oh, boys, I just got this bread. I'm just going to go flash guns around. Like, why the fuck do they do such dumb shit and ruin their lives? You got 3 blokes here. One of us is unemployed. Two of us work in construction, making peanuts. I guarantee you, if you gave me that kind of money, I would be laying not laying low, but I'd be a lot smarter than what happens to me.
Unemployed's a bit harsh there.
Wow.
Full-time business owner, mate, and
Yeah.
part-time Uber Eats driver.
Part-time Uber Eats. Okay, we'll go with that. But I just don't get how it happens, and it happens so often.
It's definitely just a little bit of uneducation and I guess people getting given money from low economic positions. It's honestly just really sad.
Might be a potential nominee for our new segment we kicked off the other week in turn.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
I think later in the podcast, if he's not on the squad, then what are we doing?
Yeah, you reckon he might be locking dudes up on field and off field?
What a man.
Well, I think he sure will.
We're looking for a cornerback number 1, so
Let's move on to a bit more positive stuff, I reckon.
well said. Well, I wouldn't
This is umpire bashing, so I'm not sure it is real positive, but mine is going
Umpires.
pretty much. I'm going to the AFL and Thursday night, was it? Yeah, Thursday night, lying in bed, Logan Morris marks it on 3/4 time. Now, the bone I've got to pick, I know we're probably a week late on this, but the idea, I never really liked the idea that you could snap around, like not improve your angle, but when they made the rule change a couple of years ago, I didn't love that you could walk off your line, then come back on it, because I just think it opens the door for way too much confusion, per se, Thursday night. Logan Morris probably kicked the ball from a worse angle than if he had to come straight in for goal. It's putting another thing on the umpires that I don't think they need. Just go back. I know blokes want to snap, but just go back. You got to fucking walk in straight and kick goals. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm still pissed off about the Wizard Watson one a couple of weeks before that. Absolute joke. I was at the game, and everyone thinks it's a
So
goal.
you would have had a good angle of it.
Terrible angle. Yeah, it was, but the thing is, though, when you're at the ground, you don't know it isn't called a goal because there's no commentary. So I went, grabbed me beer, come back, had me pie. I was like, fuck, I thought we were another goal in front. And then the murmurs start spreading around the stadium, and geez, that pissed me off. And then seeing Logan Morris's one, that was even worse. So this just has to be, if this happens again, there's going to be fireworks. And I tell you what, the AFL umpiring has just been shit this year. I know we say this every year, but
I
fucking hell.
will go into bat from a bit. The rule changes is more the issue. The amount of rule changes we have year in, year out that are just so unclear. Like the last disposal out of bounds rule. Like they go, oh yeah, it could hit your foot and roll out. That shouldn't be a fucking free kick.
I tell you what, I think I was really worried about it in our level, like the last touch out of bounds. It's been excellently umpired in our league.
Yeah.
I reckon it's umpired better in local footy or in the Central Islands. It's been umpired better than it is in the AFL.
It's not that hard to get it right.
But
This is why the umpires are
too. Like I had one the other week playing against Rokewood, I think it was, where the ball come off my foot, I got tackled, ball hit my foot, whatever, out of bounds. Oh, come off his foot, mate. No, it didn't. Just balled in.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
If when in doubt,
just
ball the fucking thing in. Like it's not hard. And then they're reviewing like boundary line to see like shit that holds up the game that shouldn't. Like that's I'll go into bat for the umpires. Yes, it's ordinary at times and whatever, but I think the rule changes and how unclear a lot of it is the bigger issue. And that goal is just another reasoning as to why I personally think.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, let's keep moving in, JMO. We're going to talk a bit of World Game. You're our stinger man. You made the stinger on Sunday night, Monday's pod.
Made one on the fly.
World Cup. What is it? Prestige World Cup review with Antu.
Perfect. We're on to the round of 32. I did a reel about this yesterday, gents. The round of 32, well, we're all been in World Cup fever, but the round of 32 blew my mind yesterday. I had a day, it was rubbish outside, so a day in front of the tally, and it just went from banger to banger to banger. It started off the day before with South Africa versus Canada. The Canadians bang one home in the 92nd minute. Then yesterday we had Brazil versus Japan. Brazil scored the latest ever game winner in World Cup history, scored in the 96th minute to crush the Japanese hearts. Then we had Germany, Paraguay. Germany, a massive show. The big result for the Aussies because we avoided Germany. They score in overtime. Was it over in the 80th minute, I think?
80th minute or something.
Yeah, they score. I don't know soccer that well, but how that was a foul, it's beyond me. The goalkeeper runs into the offensive player to draw. It was a dive anyway. As soon as he sees the German fella look like he's going to head the ball, he bounces up like nothing's happened. Anyway, they disallow that, and then in penalties, the Germans just choked, and Paraguay managed to hold on.
They're going all the fucking way, the boys. The
Well,
boys from Paraguay.
At least if they do go the whole way, your tattoo would make sense.
Yeah, Monday. I think's the day where that.
We will be booking content in for Monday. That is for sure. The thing that I'm not a penalty taker, but not a big soccer football fan. I've got something for the boys taking penalties. I've watched 2 lots of penalties now. We'll get to the next game, which did penalties. But whenever the people that are kicking the penalties stutter in, if you're not fucking Leo Messi, don't do it. Pick your spot, run in, bang it in there. Because the Germans, they'd overthought it. They kept trying to stutter in. Then they just missed the fucking thing altogether. Put the ball in the top bins. The keeper can't stop it. Or put it in a corner. If they're good enough to get a hand on it, bad luck. But stop fucking around with your little skipping, hopping and jumping, trying to bloody put it in, pick which way the keeper's going. Back your gut, put it in a corner.
My go-to on FIFA was just go straight down the gut.
Just because the keeper always moves.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how you get paid so much money and they just miss the big wide goal altogether.
The last German missed.
Oh.
He put it to the moon. He missed it by.
I just don't understand how they obviously get paid so much to do it, and I know it's the same as missing a goal in AFL.
I'll tell you, it's so much more pressure.
That's what I was going to say. It's the whole mental side is what gets it, isn't it?
Yeah, the world. Like I'm watching it from home, nervous, and I don't care. It's Germany versus Paraguay. Like I couldn't give a rat's ass. But it's exciting, and penalties are just such a bizarre, exciting, great way to finish a game of football. That is a game that's pretty boring. Like Jace, my wife, sat on the couch the whole soccer game, and she goes, "Oh, is it going to penalties?" I was like, "Yep." And she goes, "Beauty, I can actually watch it now." And she enjoed it as much as anyone.
All games should go to penalties, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Fuck the overtime.
I can start with penalties.
But anyway, the next game, Netherlands-Morocco, that went to penalties as well.
What a game.
It was a cracker. Netherlands led, then pretty much parked the bus. And then Morocco scored in the, was it 88th minute or something? Really late to level. Then in overtime, had all the play. Did you boys see the missed opportunity by the Moroccans?
Oh, mate, it was my boy Hakeem.
Yeah,
he was
he
running
kicked the game,
down,
kicked the winner last week.
Cost him up. Basically, got past his defender, one-on-one with the keeper. He could have gone left, he could have gone right, he could have been straight, and he's just fucking muffed it.
He kicked it straight at the keeper. He showed so much composure, and then just the last bit just buried it.
I missed that game because I'm employed and I'm not on paternity leave, so.
Well, yeah, you missed out because it was a fucking banger. But anyway,
you should try quitting your job. You're getting fired.
I was just getting the salary.
I've got a bone to pick. I've got a bone to pick with this game, Adam. Can someone tell me why the fuck Morocco was in white and Netherlands was in bright red? This made zero sense. I was confused even after I worked it out. I was sitting there on the couch with the partner trying to, and she had no idea. I had no idea.
She unemployed as well.
She works from home, yeah.
Yeah, no, it didn't make much sense, but it was the battle of 6v7 and it showed up. Cons said on the podcast on Monday, he said, if you're going to watch one game, that's the one to watch. And we're talking about the Chons. He talked about
Hasn't missed, has it?
Paraguay, he talked about Morocco being a sleeper team. They're through. His other sleeper team, Norway, who we'll get to next. He said Japan will go good, but I think they might stumble. When he spoke about Brazil, he said good game, but Brazil will win. The Chons is on an absolute heater.
He hasn't missed.
Has not missed. Jamo, your boys, though, did you get up at 3 o'clock to watch the Ivory Coastians?
I didn't, mate. The thought was there. It was 4 a.m. I was like, oh, do I set the alarm? Nah, didn't make the commitment. But I did get a text from my mate who lives in Belgium, loves his soccer. And he said it was probably the best game of the World Cup so far. And I heard my boys, the Coasters, put up one hell of a fight. They equalised it around the 70th minute, but unfortunately, the big Game of Thrones looking fuck Jimmy Haaland bang one home.
Erling Haaland.
Jimmy kicked one in the 86th minute. So
I wish Erling Haaland, or Jimmy Harden as you call him, I wish Jimmy Harden, our boy for the Cleveland Cavaliers, was as clutch as Erling.
I wish he looked like him as well.
Well, they're both not great looking
They're
humans, but who are we to
shocking.
judge?
Yeah, that's well said. But yeah, I heard it was a ripping game, and unfortunately, my Coasters are heading back to Africa. But I feel like in 4 years' time, there'll be a different story coming into this World Cup. They are a real smoky for the 2030 World Cup.
Well, we'll wait and see about that. You tip
Garts Guarantee this week.
your tip at least doesn't look as stupid. Well, it is. They've been knocked down in the round of 32, but they did show something at least, the Ivory Coastians. Next game, France and Sweden. Look, I'm not going to lie. This is the one game of the round of 32 I didn't see, but
I watched the majority of this game. Yeah.
you take the one.
France just fucking dominated. From the moment kickoff happened, they just never looked like losing. They were unbelievable. They had so many early opportunities as well. Like, Mbappe is so good. Their front half is unbelievable with Dembele and Alessi or whatever you say it, how his name is said. Yeah, they never look like winning from the outset. I think it was 3-0 in the end, and yeah.
Did your boy Dembele score?
We didn't.
Mbappe
kicked two.
He did.
I think that puts him out to 6-7.
6-7.
2. So, but yeah, they're the real deal. We knew that, I suppose.
Yeah, we did. And then the other one, the next game, Mexico, Ecuador, it got delayed because of a hurricane or fucking cyclone or some fucking thing. But Mexicans got up 2-0, and it was the first time I think they'd won a knockout game. I could be corrected. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the scenes in Mexico, the game was in Mexico. They dominated the game from start to finish, and it looked unbelievable. We spoke about it, I think, on Monday's pod, the stadium in Mexico with the hill, the mountains in the background. It wasn't played at that stadium, but people forget that this World Cup's in Mexico and Canada, don't they?
No, I only worked this out last week, or a couple of days. I think Tuesday pod. I just went with it when you was talking about it. I was like, oh yeah, I knew that. But yeah, great, quite interesting. Another one that the Chon's called. He said Mexico are going to absolutely smoke
I don't know
Ecuador.
if you heard it, Jade. He reckons the Mexicans are one of the teams to beat. He said they're going deep, were his words. Which, look, if the Cons gets that one right too, people, if you listen to the program and you like to have a bit of a wager, I, as a non-gambler, would know who I would listen to. These two Muppets or our World Cup
Hey,
correspondent.
mate, you got to promote us, mate. We're in the
I'm
same
trying to
room.
think what we'd call it. Askoff's assumptions.
Ooh.
But I think the pressure of having a gambling segment is what's getting to you, maybe.
Well, yeah, it's
That and the fact that we just can't fucking pick our noses at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck.
But that's been the round of 32 so far. If you haven't started watching, now is the time, because it has been unbelievable. Aussies, 4 a.m, Saturday morning. Boys, we all getting up to watch that?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Wait for the Aussies.
Yeah.
4 a.m. Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, I won't be. I'll be. I will admit.
That's fucking piss poor.
Yeah.
Give him his fucking Turkey and passport and fuck him off.
Give me a head up. Well, I'm on an anniversary thing. If I woke up at 4 o'clock in the hotel room, put on the TV, I reckon I'd be
Just
telling
put it on your phone.
fuck off. I did think about getting up and going to Fence Square, to be fair.
Oh. That's a better idea.
Yeah, I'm tempted.
Trump was talking about it.
I'm tempted.
Go with the
I think
Trump.
Trump- I think Trump is going.
If the chop convinces me, that'll be a massive stiff. Then a friend of mine also made the idea that, like, why don't you just get on and piss on Friday and just stay up?
That's probably more likely for you.
Well, yeah. I
Alcoholic
don't
overeat.
love early mornings, but I can do
Late
long
night.
stints. So
Well, you want to ruin your anniversary weekend. I think that's probably the better doing it is pulling all-nighter.
I don't know. If I tried to wake up the boss at 4 a.m. to go and watch soccer,
Well, leave her in bed.
it would get.
If you get home after
Leave
wake
her
up
in
after
bed,
work.
then wake up at 2:30, go watch the soccer with Chons, meet her at 7. She would have. Oh, she's been
Yeah,
nice.
bring her breakfast home.
Yeah, you
Little
could
coffee.
actually make
Ham, cheese,
bit of
croissant.
Zoom gum. There's a free plug for Zoom gum. Bit of Zoom gum will get you through the day.
I need the whole box. I reckon. Watch this space. We'll see. I might.
I hope you're there because we're.
I hope
like,
you watch at least.
Well, I did think I could get content and whatever if I
Content.
go. And
while we're going, boots on the ground in Dallas on Saturday. So more content will be coming from before and during. We have a guy at the game, boots on the ground. So stay tuned.
Just blasphemy. Absolute blasphemy.
You're talking shit is what you're doing right
Don't
now.
swear on air.
I'm
You're better
telling
than
you,
that.
you're talking shit.
Don't wind me up when you're with a smart ass last line, okay?
No.
moving on to me. I've got a terrible take this week. I'm taking the reins over from you.
Like it, mate. Terrible takes is for everyone.
Terrible takes is for
If
everyone.
you've got a terrible take, then they deserve to be sprung.
And send one in if you've got a terrible take.
Yeah.
And also gave me the week off coming up with an intern island because it's,
Wow.
as I said, it's fucking hard to come up with ideas for that. And they're going just as well as my multis. But anyway, I've got a bit of audio here to start us off with. This is Kane Cornes on Cooper Harvey and Nate Caddy swapping jumpers after their game last weekend.
Number 6, thou shalt not jumper swap with an opponent unless both are of elite status in the game. Now, I'm sure Nate Caddy will eventually get to elite status in the game. But Cooper Harvey is not there. What is going on, mate? Oh, well, when these two thought it was a good idea to swap jumpers.
Now, we said the other week on the pod about Cottrell with his harmonica and people embracing themselves, embracing people for being people, having personalities. These two blokes are really good friends, played a lot of footy with and against each other growing up. That's no different to me playing local footy against Adam and walking up to Adam as one of my best mates and doing a jumper swap with him. There is no harm in it. There is no foul in it. They're not hurting anyone. It's two mates getting on with each other and going, you have to be at elite status. Who gives a fuck? They've both made it. They've both worked their ass.
That's elite status.
Exactly right. They've both worked their ass off to get to where they are. They're both on a list. They're both playing regularly. They're both good footballers. They're in the AFL. If they want to swap fucking jumpers with their mates, one of their best mates, who gives a fuck about that? My God, it's the sort of shit we talk about. People expressing personalities and bringing different sort of ideas and energy to our game. And then you get blokes like Corn that just rip on it. And once again, it's just like, what good does that bring? It brings more negativity into our game. Let the boys be what they want to be. It's something that boils my pieces, people that drag down people for doing things they want to do. As I said, what's wrong with it? I'd love to get your thoughts on it, lads.
No, I couldn't agree more. In turn, it's something I didn't know about until you played it just then. But imagine working your whole life to play AFL. You're framing a jersey, whether you play one game or you play fucking 450 like Scott Pendlebury. But then you go, okay, I've played a handful. I get to play against my best mate who I've grown up with. How cool is it? I'm going to have my jersey on the wall and I get to have his. Not just for now, but for his kids. Kane, I don't know if Kane has kids. He probably doesn't,
does.
but I've
He
got
does.
kids now. I fucking can't wait to hang my local footy jumpers up and have them to speak to my son and my boys and be like, look, this is when I played in a grand final and have my grand final jersey and talk about that and reminisce about history from a fucking local league.
I'm a reserves footballer, and I've done that with
Exactly.
my reserves. It's not even about that. It's about, like you say, looking back on it with your kids, with your mates. Those two will have a beer together at some stage and be able
It's
to
the
go,
coolest thing
how
ever.
cool was that? I'll sit back in my shed one day with my mates having a beer going, how good was that the day we did that as a reserves footballer? These blokes have worked their ass off, made it to the elite level, are playing consistently at the elite level. Let them fucking be. And it's funny too, because pretty sure Kane tried to do this with Ben Cousins back in the day, and have a forget what Big Ben Cousins
Fuck
said.
off, Kane.
Fucking jam that up your ass.
Well, that's probably why Kane's a little bit salty about it. And look, I'm not saying I disagree with you, intern, because I'm on the same side.
I'll guard you out if you fucking don't.
No. That's why I'm making it very clear that I agree, and I think this is a shithouse take. But to play devil's advocate and see what the side that Kane's coming from is the jersey swap. It's a little bit different to framing your jersey or catching up for a beer and like remembering like what you boys are sort of talking about. The jersey swap is very notorious for the best players across the sports swapping. It's more of an NBA thing. It's not even like an AFL thing, to be honest.
It happens a lot in the NFL though, and it's not even just, they don't have to be elite players. It's, I went to college with you and we worked our ring off. We got drafted to sip, because that's the thing. These two boys have chosen to play together their whole junior career. Then they get drafted. They don't get to pick where they go. So they get picked to go to different clubs. That's just such a cool thing to go, oh yeah, I remember the day I played against Nate or I played against Cooper and we swapped jerseys.
It reminds me, there's a clip of former Brown superstar Myles Garrett. I can't remember who the player is that comes up to him and says,
Yeah.
do you reckon I can get your jersey?
A Baltimore Ravens lineman.
Exactly. And he goes, do you reckon I can get your jersey? I know I'm a nobody. And Myles Garrett responds with, as long as you're in the league, you ain't no nobody.
Yeah, that's a good.
That's the fucking energy and the passion and the support that we should be having for it.
Well, do you know what's crazy?
And that's two random blokes. He doesn't know Myles. He never played with him or anything. These are two best mates.
It used to be an AFL grand final tradition.
Yeah.
Every player would swap jerseys. So
Because you'd get the old like 80s grand finals and Collingwood would win the premiership and they'd be up in fucking North Melbourne jerseys or whatever. Like, it
it's a
was,
bizarre look, wasn't it? To be fair.
I'm glad we're not at that stage, but yeah, stick it to wearing your own jerseys when you're on the. There's not a fucking hoping. What we're talking about, they're not hoping hell I'd be giving up my jersey if I won a grand final. You'd stick that up your ass. I'm keeping that. But yeah, the jersey swap, I'm all for. And yeah, good take, good terrible take, good pickup intern.
Thank you.
No, I agree with the intern. It was a good one. Mate, I reckon it's that Ben Cousins. He's still a bit salty.
Yeah.
Pretty positive it was Ben Cousins. I reckon there was a jersey swap back in the day that was.
Don't quote us. Don't quote us.
Don't quote.
If it's misinformation, we're known for giving out a bit of misinformation.
That's what the podcast
I
all
was going
about.
to say, speaking of misinformation, we might as well move on to our next
Yeah, we may as
segment.
well give some people some Melvins that won't get up.
Who's giving you the odds? Your dad?
Guaranteed. Gamble responsibly.
No, don't gamble at all. Not on that.
Rightio, we need to breathe some life into the segment because
Can this week be the way? You've 7 weeks without a winner.
yeah, I'm going real
Can
aggressive.
I bet that he won't have a winner?
Wow, you'd be
Can't bet on that.
a winner full stop or just a win?
Nah, win.
A win. Yeah, I'll let you take the reins, intern, because I'm going to bring it home real hard.
Oh, you want me to start it off?
Yeah, you kick it off for it. Maybe that's what we're doing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, I'm trying to even think what my last one was, to be honest.
Next multi. You have
Paraguay,
Oh, yeah. The Aussies.
and then
then,
Adelaide.
yeah, the
You got- I
showdown.
told you both not to
Yeah,
get on the
yeah,
showdown.
yeah, no, told you so. Yeah, no, fair enough. Well enough.
Yeah. No,
This week-
fuck.
This week, I've gone back to what worked for me the first time, and I'm just going disposals only. Except this time I'm a bit spread out. I've got a few different players, few different positions. And anyway, we'll get into it. So first off the rip, we're going to go with Bailey Dale to have 24 touches.
Who do the Dogs play this week? I should know as a Bulldogs
I was
supporter.
about to say, you're the Bulldog supporter. You should probably know that.
I haven't done my tips yet
Home
because I'm
Friday night, I
waiting
think.
for Jamie to tell me who to back so I can get my tips right. Because I'll go against his guarantee.
I'll just get up there.
Oh, Sydney.
Yeah, we are against Sydney. Yeah.
Sydney.
Yeah.
Um,
At the SCG.
yeah.
He won't get 24.
Beautiful.
I reckon he
Thanks.
will either.
Thanks. People say what I'm working with, the positivity that we're working with inside the 4 walls here at O2.
There's no good juju in here, mate.
Anyway, well, I was going to get into that, but fuck it, no, he won't get it. So then moving on
At
to
least it'll be over early.
Jordan Dawson is going to get 24 plus disposals.
Good player. Who are they playing?
My Birds.
Oh, shit, he'll get 44.
Wow. He's not a huge numbers guy when it comes to
44 and 4.
So, but no, 24 disposals for him. Will Day, Jamie's man.
Here's your injury.
I tell you what,
Here's your
I
mid-game
tell you what,
injury.
intern, I fucking love it because he's been playing magnificent football.
dominating.
But here's my only but. I've been avoiding him in my multis. Not that that should say much. That should be more reason you should put him
Well,
in.
he's definitely put him in twice.
But it wouldn't be the first time that he's come back mid-season from injury, had a couple of bangers of performances, and then it gets that 4th and 5th game back and he just slowly starts to drop off a little bit. So I honestly thought that we might rest him, but sort of with where our buy came in, didn't make sense also with Wizard Watson out. I think he's safe for 20, but I probably wouldn't have it in mind. That's my opinion anyway.
And that's why you're 0-7. So Will Day is going to get 20 plus disposals for us. Moving on then, they're the best team in the comp. And this bloke's got a big reason as to why they are. Murphy Reed for 20 plus as well. He's just wrecking the
Who have
program.
they got?
GWS, I think.
Yeah, they do. In Sydney, though.
It won't matter. Fuck for
In
him.
Canberra.
Murph couldn't give a fuck what he's doing.
Cold.
He just
Cold
runs
out
around
Canberra.
and he gets his hand in the prune and he just uses the ball beautifully. He's a little slut like that. Moving on. Then I'm going to go the man in form, back-to-back 40 pieces, Caleb Daniel for 25 touches.
Over in Adelaide against
Over in Adelaide against Port. He's just getting the ball in his hands. They want the ball in his hands. He's distributing it. He's taking all the kick-ins. So put him in your multi for 25 plus. Those 5 legs combined get you a total of $4. Our 25 on wins is 100 and puts us $50 in the green.
I would not gamble on that once for 1 second. I don't even know if there's a leg that I'm like, oh yeah.
Why is it
I
only
like that.
$4? I thought you'd get a bit more than that.
Jordan Dawson against the Eagles. That's about the only leg I like out of that.
Murphy
but
Reed will get 20. That's no dramas. The Caleb Daniel one, he hasn't been doing it for that long. Like, he's been taking the absolute piss, but he hasn't been doing it all season.
Dude, you don't need to. Form, mate. Go on form.
All right. Well, we'll see. You're putting 50 on it, by the way. So
Oh, well, if I'm putting 50 on it, I'm going to be fucking 150 in front. Sorry.
if I reckon what's going to happen here is Caleb Daniel's going to ping a calf in the first quarter.
That means refund. Refund.
yeah,
Paid out.
Play him as a fucking
Gets paid out, money in the bank. Oh, well. Go on, Hotshot. You tell us what you've got.
Boys, I've got an absolute.
I'm not having this. I reckon we need to start building it up. Getting behind each other.
Yeah.
Well, you two can get in behind each other all you like, but when I see shit, and I call shit out.
No, I like yours intern. I don't think it's horrible. I think he'll get up, mate. I think he'll get up. I hope Will Day doesn't get injured.
But the other thing is, we have to do this to get our Super Bowl ticket. Someone else just gets given them.
Thanks, Jack.
No way there. All right. Well, I'm gonna start from the start, and I've got Freo to beat the Giants up in Canberra. There's no way they're losing. GWS have been fucking shit house. They've been pretty bad.
That's who I'm going to change.
I was saying the same, yeah. I thought it was a bit of a danger game. Freo win.
Nah, $1.30. We're taking
We
them.
win well.
Yeah, exactly right. Thank you, intern. Cheers, mate. And then I've got St Kilda beat Essendon because that.
Hey, the one thing I agree with, you keep betting against Essendon. Yes, you won't get an argument from me.
You're gonna like my next logo even more, Adam. Lamine Yamal to bang one home.
I called a hat trick. So yes, Lamine Yamal, I like it. Yep.
$2.30 when Spain play Austria. There's no way this man isn't kicking a sausage roll in that one.
Double it. Give him a hat trick.
Can I ask a question? Does it count in overtime if they kick a goal or in penalties?
You couldn't imagine penalties.
Overtime.
Overtime, definitely.
Well, speaking of penalties, my last leg, paying $9.50 as an individual leg. I've got Australia to beat Egypt in penalties.
Oh, I love it.
Hear me out. Been going to Pens a lot lately. I think Australia's going to go in early, park the bus, play that real defensive style like they did against Paraguay. I think Egypt, I don't know who they've got, maybe a few Egyptians on their team.
He's a
But
good one.
No, I'm pretty sure he's got a
Yeah.
calf.
yeah, I did see that
Yeah,
calf
that'd be-
complaint
I'm
coming
pretty
from their
sure
best player.
Mm.
I think it's going to go 0-0 into penalties. Australia is going to win it in penalties.
I love
think
this
they're
so
going to go
much.
miss. We're going to go Iracunda straight off the bat. He's going to bang one home to the top left of the net, and you heard it on this podcast first.
I'm not going to call the pens, but for something that is ridiculous and a guarantee is, I'm not sure it's a guarantee, but I actually love that because watching the Aussies, I struggle to see how we score if we dominate possession, but I like your idea. Park the bus, try and get them on the counter. If we can't score on the counter, which Iracunda, Connor Metcalf, them sort of boys, it'll go to pens. I'll love it. It'll be entertaining. What do we got? What sort of odds we got?
It had to be juice.
33.
So it'll run truly put him back in front.
Put $50 on that. I get you 1,674. And we are back.
I do not mind this at all.
See, we need this segment needed a bit of excitement. It needed something to cheer for. Can we get rid of the Freo League? You don't need it.
No, it's fine.
Well, I'm tipping the Giants this week because
Get rid of the front. Leave it in for the juice, mate.
the $1.30.
If that all gets up except for that Rio leg, I will push myself off a pier. That would be the fucking end of it. That would be the end of the segment and the podcast. If that Freo leg is the reason that multi doesn't get up.
That, you just don't need it. That's like your Adelaide leg last week. You just didn't need it. There's too much risk in it. In Canberra, it'll be about -6 degrees.
Yeah, they'll be
It'll be
fine.
freezing.
You know what? Murph, you're in. We slapped his last off wrapping the
Oh, no, I
Red
can
will get
see
his
it.
20.
I can see it happening. We're going to have
No.
Fremantle.
No.
Australia going to go to
No, I'm not
bed.
getting bullied out of this.
No, I like it.
Yeah,
Good
thanks.
stuff.
Cheers, mate.
Good stuff.
When do Freo play GWS?
Saturday night. I'm
Okay, so we're going to see Australia win in pens,
Oh, fuck.
and it's going to all come down to Fremantle at GWS. You might have to cash out.
Saturday Arvo. Yeah.
Is it the last leg?
1:35. Last leg will be St Kilda Essendon on Sunday.
Oh, that's just a layup.
That might be the most-
last leg is the Freo leg.
When's Spain play?
Friday, I think.
Friday. So we'll be in
Yeah, Jamo. This is, hey, when you're in such a hole, you need to find a way out.
Stick a dynamite.
And a $2 fucking try and get myself back in and pick away at it like this peanut tries to on Garts' guesswork.
Well, sorry, Garts' guesswork, yeah.
It's not it. You're that far gone, you just got to swing for the fences.
Well, to be fair, in guesswork, you can't really win 7 times in 1 week.
Maybe we make the next game worth 7 points. Anyway. Oh, well, I don't mind it, Jamie. With any luck, we're going to make our followers back some money and we'll be back on top again.
Yeah, I wouldn't say be a dickhead like me and put 50 on. I'd say maybe float a $5 or a $10. But
50's a weekly wage, though.
yeah,
For him, yeah.
Well, for anyone, what is it paying 30-something bucks?
1,600, yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
returns a weekly wage.
Which returns.
I thought you were
nearly
saying
weekly.
$50
That's
is
better
weekly
than
wage
this.
doing the Uber.
That's better than the
less.
minimum wage that I'm earning at the moment on maternity leave.
Do you only get paid minimum wage on
Yeah,
maternity?
maternity leave's minimum wage. I could
What
get.
is minimum wage?
I actually don't know. It comes in a hole, and I don't get to look at our bank account because my wife takes good care of
She's
that.
the boss.
But I could have gone for sick leave and tried to get a certificate, but just take the 3 weeks the government gives you.
Yeah, bloody intern's paying for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, while I'm slaving away paying for him to sit on it.
Hey,
you
watching-
and me, mate.
watching a lot of football.
Rightio, final segment for the night, boys. Our new segment, intern, that we just sporadically came up with 5 minutes before the podcast that we did the other week. While Adam was off becoming a 2-time dad, the off-field All-American. So far,
Have we got a stinger yet?
I've got a
yep. We've
I've-
just heard the stinger.
I've got a bone too. I've got a bone. It needs to be not all American because that just means it has to be Americans. All stars. The off-field
Yeah.
all stars.
Oh, well,
No,
he hasn't even been here for
No,
our
I agree
He's
with
already
that. I
changed
agree with that.
Hey, it's like your
I've got
Garts'
to change this-
guesswork. I'll
I've
have to
changed the
continue.
stinger now that I haven't made yet.
I know, I agree with that because there's so many scumbags on this.
I
The team will be full. I'm all for it.
I have to continue to upgrade Jamie's segments. It's just another
Oh.
week, another upgrade.
The off-field All-Stars. We can work on that name. We'll stick with the off-field All-American bet. You can be Australian.
2v1.
Yeah.
It's my fucking segment, so I'll call it whatever I want. I'll call it fucking Jamie's Coggy.
Knowing once. It's not going to be called Jamie's cock.
Oh dear, where can we go with these?
All right. So right now the team have got your man, Brandon Ayuk at wide receiver.
Yeah, he's
holding down the fort. And quarterback Brendan Salisbury.
Tomato sauce.
We need some defense.
Brendan, but yeah.
We need some defense desperately.
This could be the easiest pick of our whole team.
Yeah, he's a walk-up starting cornerback. First round pick, Terrion Arnold. After what he's been doing, bloody kidnapping people and fucking playing with guns and stuff and robbing people and getting...
Does Chandler Morant need to play running back?
He might be the point guard. Oh, Struth. So, yeah, we're plugging in straight at corner. No debate about this.
CB1.
Might slide down the cornerback depth chart as we go on throughout the year, but I've doubt it. He's a top 100 player, as the NFL's claimed. So, he might just be our plug-and-play CB1, boys.
Yeah, we've started off with quite the squad. You've started, Jamo. Well, you've got a potential first-round pick. You've got a star wide receiver and a lockdown corner. You've addressed some pretty key needs too when you're building a franchise. I'd say they're 3 of the top 5 most important positions on a football field.
We're not mucking around, mate. You don't start with your special teamers.
You need a left tackle and an edge, and you've probably knocked the big positions off.
We do need an edge, but edges are known to play.
You'll have plenty.
I was going to say, don't worry.
Left tackle might be a little bit more harder.
Yeah, why are all the tackles and offensive linemen always nice guys?
They seem like they just love a beer. They're just good blokes.
Always nice blokes.
Yeah, good fellas. Do you know old outside linebacker from the Broncos?
Oh, yeah, he's got to be in it.
Yeah.
What's his name?
We don't know his name. That's why I haven't put him in. Is it Jonathan Arnold?
Jonathan. It is Jonathan. Hang on.
What Jonathan do again?
He ate the phone.
Oh, yeah, he's the phone eater.
Yeah, phone eater. He has to be in it. You cannot eat a phone and not be
to say,
on the
He hasn't really done anything wrong, but I suppose.
You fucking ate a phone! Jonathan Cooper. Yeah, this guy should have been added in the first week we started this segment, but we needed a linebacker. He's not our starting linebacker. I'm putting him on the outside linebacker, second on the depth chart. If you're eating a phone and getting arrested, you pretty much walk up to Jamie's off-field All-Americans.
If Big Jono's listening, can we get a photo of what it looked like the next day?
I'd love to have a look at Big John Cooper's freckles after he
fucking
finished.
hemorrhaging. Wrapped in Band-Aids.
He did it willingly.
Yeah, when you eat your phone, it's not his phone, his missus' phone, but yeah, no, good. I'm liking this, Jamo. It's interesting.
I did try calling him to ask for permission to put him on here, but he didn't answer.
Imagine it ringing in his guts.
I'll tell you what, we've got some serious on-field talent, like I've already mentioned, and they're just genuine dirtbags off-field, so it's good.
Oh, goodness me. All right, boys, I reckon that might be it.
Before we go, carrying on about rubbish, we have an exciting interview, Jamo. You have an exciting interview going to drop over the weekend?
Yeah, we did, mate. I sat down with Jayden O'Rourke, Aussie tight end for the University of Nevada. He's a big boy, 6'9", and got a very cool story. And Aussie playing a position outside of the punter, which was pretty cool to hear about. I'll tell you what, boys, I'm not just saying this because we had him on as a guest, but I'm genuinely buying stocks in this guy. I think he's absolutely going to explode this season. So make sure you tune in Sunday. That interview will be dropping. Absolute legend. Guy from the Gold Coast.
So cool and Gatta boy.
Yeah, good man. Great man.
Last thing, we have a date. Podcast listeners only, but interns, man, Will Levis will be joining the podcast. Keep it on the down low. We're not going to release it to the public, but if you listen to the podcast, Will Levis will be on the podcast in the coming weeks.
I thought you were going to say we have a date for me to get my Paraguay tattoo.
Well, we do have a date for
Yeah.
that, but will you be having a cock off with Will Levis?
That was the question I was about to ask.
Mine, probably not. When we link back up with him, because I'm sure we will at some point in time.
Definitely.
Pencil it in.
Tennessee, that could be a real good place to visit. It's the one place in the States I haven't been. And although I think Billy should be on another franchise as a starting quarterback, if he's going to stay at Tennessee this year,
Get me down
he
to
might
Nashville.
just go via Nashville, Tennessee. It is the one place I haven't been in the States that I need to get to.
Yeah, it's
on
very
my
high,
list.
very high on my bucket list. So
The game, Nashville. We're starting to put together a little bit of a...
Colts versus Titans in Nashville.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
intern's trying to save some money though. So can we please make sure plenty of people come?
Yeah, plenty of people come. As we said, the series the other day, we are in the red and are going to continue to probably be in the red unless we find sponsors and people that want to join. So if you know someone, let us know. Thank you. Anyway, we've got to get to bed.
Yep.
See you around like a result.
See you, Russell.
So,